Would you pay more money to get a better seat at a movie theater? Let's ramble about it. Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I am Shep and I tend to ramble. About what? Anything and everything. Shep Rambles is entering its 6th year right here on KILR Television. We've also reached our 1,000 subscriber milestone, and we're approaching our 10th anniversary here on YouTube. There's a lot to be excited about, but one thing that you may not be excited about is prices that are going up for weird and strange reasons. And one of those happens to be AMC theaters. AMC theaters, also known as American Multi-Cinemas, is raising their prices for better seats in their movie theaters. Why? Well, let's find out. AMC theaters is offering cheaper tickets for the worst seats, and they're raising the prices for better seats. They have introduced a new pricing program which offers cheaper seats for movie fans who don't mind sitting in the front row. This new pricing initiative is called Sightline, and it will be expanded to all of its domestic locations by the end of 2023. That includes dine-in cinemas as well. Now, the price of a standard seat inside of the auditorium isn't changing, but showings that are after 4 p.m. or 1600 hours, this is called their value sightline. Their seats located in the front row are going to be cheaper. Now, this program excludes Tuesdays because AMC runs a different type of discount program. Also, too, is that only members of AMC's Stubs loyalty program will have access to the discounted seats. Those who want the best seats will have to pay a premium. These preferred seats are typically in the middle of the auditorium, somewhere in the center. Well, these are going to cost more than your standard tickets. How much the tickets are going to cost, that hasn't been disclosed. But this new pricing scheme is yet another attempt by a major movie chain to lure patrons back into theaters in the wake of the pandemic. I don't know about you, but this pricing scheme, I think, is not going to get people to want to come to your theater. This is nothing new, though. There have been other theaters that have been playing around with the pricing for seats. They've been experimenting with dynamic pricing where they're charging more for popular films as opposed to other types of movies. And they did this with the movie The Batman from Warner Brothers last year. Other major chains have been charging a lot more for blockbusters as well. The CEO and Executive Vice President at AMC Theaters, Elliot Hamlish, says, "We know there are some moviegoers who prioritize their specific seat and others who prioritize their value movie-going. Sightline at AMC accommodates both sentiments to help ensure that our guests have more control over their experience." Well, I'd have to say that viewers are going to express their control by probably not going to the theater. Is there really a motivation to go to the theater anymore? I mean, people have got their own entertainment systems at home. You don't have to fight crowds or lines or pay, $15, $20 for a bag of popcorn and a drink. Going to the theater is just expensive nowadays. So one thing to compare this new pricing strategy with is like other non-movie venues where you have to pay a premium to sit closer to a stage. Stuff like concerts and theater. And I don't mean movie theater, but, actually stage theater. And also sporting events. Here's the thing, though. Those are live events. They are unique, one-time experiences. No two shows are going to be the same. They'll be similar, but they won't be the same. It's not like going to a movie theater. I mean, the movie is the same. You go to see The Batman, and guess what? Screen number 3 is going to be the same exact thing as screen number 10. or the theater down the street. Okay, maybe this sounds a little better, but for the most part, the movie itself is the same. AMC is finding a way to make more money off of ticket sales for seats that it knows people would prefer to sit in. While those of us who don't have problems sitting far too close to a movie screen may benefit from this change, most people are just going to book side seats in the middle rows and avoid the center altogether. Now, even more fun will be when you're forced to pay more money because the normally priced seats are all sold out. And then it gets even more interesting when you've got people that are paying for cheaper seats and then they go and sit in the areas they're not supposed to. It's bad enough that these companies out here are having a hard time trying to find people to work. Do you think you're going to be able to find people to be able to police the auditorium and make sure people are sitting where they should be? And if they're not and don't want to move, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to have to leave. Nope. I paid for my movie. I'm sitting right here. Yeah, I don't see how this is going to go very well for AMC. So, would you pay more for a better seat at the movie theater? Do you even go to the movies anymore? The last movie I saw was Bullet Train with my wife, which was actually quite good. But how about you? What was the last movie that you saw in the theater? Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. And if you're new, consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. Because guess what? It's free! We're not going to charge you any more or less for clicking that button. You get to be part of our KILR community and get notified of future rambling content. That's all free. There's no site-side pricing there. Thanks for watching and have a killer awesome day.